Welcome to another reDollar Coin Minute video, where we highlight some of the world's most fascinating coins. Today, we're heading back to Canada to discover the silver sister to one of the most iconic gold bullion coins on Earth, the Canadian maple leaf. Canada's maple leafs are one of the most popular bullion lineups on the international stage. The series is regarded as a pioneer of modern bullion, with the flagship gold maple leaf making history in 1979 as the first government-issued coin struck in pure 24-karat gold. That coin was an immediate hit among investors and collectors of bullion, which prompted the Royal Canadian Mint to begin production of a silver counterpart in 1988. Although the gold and silver maple leafs both contain exactly 1 troy ounce of their respective metals, the silver maple leaf is significantly larger in size. This is because the density of silver is lower than that of gold, meaning a bigger footprint is needed to hold the same weight. At 38 millimeters in diameter, the silver maple leaf is nearly 30% larger. But aside from the difference in size, its design is nearly a carbon copy. On the obverse, you'll find a portrait of the reigning British monarch. For decades, that was Queen Elizabeth II, captured here in stunning relief. In fact, the Queen's portrait lasted long enough to see 3 revisions. The original design captured the Queen at age 39. After 1990, this was changed to a portrait of the Queen at age 64. Finally, in 2004, the 3rd and final revision was made to the Queen's portrait, showing her at the age of 79. Beginning in 2024, the Royal Canadian Mint began striking silver maple leaves featuring a left-facing King Charles III, continuing a long tradition of royal representation on Canadian coinage. Flip it over, and the reverse is instantly recognizable: the unmistakable Canadian maple leaf. Sharp, detailed, and radiating with precision, it's an icon of both the nation and the mint that produces it. The engraving is so refined, you can see the texture of the veins running through the leaf, each line crisp, lifelike, and perfectly balanced in symmetry. Along the bottom rim, you'll find an English-French bilingual inscription: fine silver, 1 ounce, argent pur, a nod to Canada's dual heritage. While the fundamental design has always remained the same, it has seen minor revisions which help to enhance the coin's security. In 2014, a small mico-engraved hologram was added to the background as an anti-counterfeiting device, and the simple flat background was replaced with ultra-thin radial lines on both the obverse and the reverse. These spokes are so fine that they diffract light into a subtle, shimmering pattern. In our current age of advanced and easy-to-get counterfeits, these innovations have set a new global standard for mint security. Even still, the maple leaf's greatest innovation has yet to be mentioned. In 2018, the Royal Canadian Mint electrified the bullion world when they unveiled Mint Shield, a proprietary solution aiming to eliminate the long-standing problem of so-called milk spots on Canadian silver bullion. Milk spots are white, milky-colored surface blemishes that form over time on high-purity silver bullion coins and bars, resulting from residual chemicals like borax left over from the minting and annealing process. While they do not affect the precious metal content or total weight of the coin, they significantly reduce the aesthetic appeal and numismatic value, making them a common concern for collectors and investors. While little is known about how the Mint Shield technology prevents milk spots from forming, a fine chemical finish is applied to the coin's surface, significantly reducing the occurrence of discoloration and allowing the coins to retain their full value even as they age. In the years since its introduction, Mint Shield has proven to be an effective solution, and the technology continues to be used on all silver maple leaf bullion coins dated 2018 and later. Each silver maple leaf contains exactly 1 troy ounce of pure silver, just over 31.1 grams, and carries a face value of 5 Canadian dollars. But of course, the coin's true worth lies in its silver content, which trades for many times that amount. With a reputation of excellence spanning decades, it's a true Canadian icon, cherished internationally by collectors and investors alike. The Canadian silver maple leaf is more than just a coin. It's a global standard of trust, ingenuity, and national identity in bullion. If you'd like to learn more about this spectacular silver coin, including its current value, just visit reDollar.com and click on Calculate Payout to get an instant and up-to-date cash value. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Coin Minute. We'll see you next time.